Good morning, beautiful people. I'm out walking the dog this morning, y'all. Listen. And so here's the deal. I do these videos every morning for my private community in Discord. And this morning I was like, you know what? Why don't I just let the world in on it? Praise God. Listen, today starts our fast. We fast every month in the community. The first 3 days, well, the first Monday of every month. For those 3 days, we fast from 6 to 6, no food, only water. And then we take communion on the third day. And then we have a movie night on Friday. And we have midnight prayer every Monday night. And we have class every Thursday. And it is so amazing. And I'm in there every day. It's a chat going every day. You know, funny stuff, encouraging stuff, teaching, all of the things. So if you're looking for a Christian, Bible-based community of women, then we got a spot for you. Click the link in the bio and you are most welcome to join. But today, you know what? I just wanted to give some of my thoughts, right? So that's typically what I do on these mornings when I put these videos up, and I reflect on what's happening, what the Lord has been saying to me, what I've been learning. And so in Dress Your Identity, which is the name of the community, we speak about especially your identity, coming into understanding who you really are, your true identity, the way God originally created you to be. And when you really start to step into that, then you can understand your assignment and what you're supposed to be doing. And then from there, fashion and style, because fashion is my thing too. But the becoming part is the foundational part of it all. And that is the most important part. So really understanding who you are, breaking down all of the lies that the enemy has told you, all of the garments that you put on from the enemy. I taught about garments last week and it was fire, and I did not record it. So somehow I may have to do it. I don't know how I'm going to duplicate it, because y'all know when the Holy Spirit be moving, it's just out of my hands at that point. But I will be continuing the teaching on garments this week. So be sure to join the community. Click the link in the bio and join the community. Anyways, so becoming the thing, breaking down those limited beliefs, tearing down all the titles that people have put on you, all the ideas, things that people have said about you, perceiving you, your situation incorrectly, not understanding that God wasn't finished with you. He still had a work he had to do in you. He was working with you. And guess what? He is so faithful to finish the work that he started in you. He will perform it. And so I've been on that journey for a while, right? The Lord has really taken me on this beautiful journey of understanding who I am and tearing down everything that I've adopted from life that was false, a false identity. And I've been doing a lot of the work. I would say the last maybe 4 years, 4 or 5 years. It's been about 4 or 5 years that I've been doing some real serious inner work and understanding how it works and how to tear down, uproot, and overthrow these strongholds. And I finally got to a place where I am being who God has called me to be. It was a lot of work and it took a lot of time. But since I've done that, now that I'm doing on another level, it wasn't that I wasn't doing things before, but I was in a cycle where I would start things and then hit a brick wall. I would start things and attack would happen, and then I would go backwards a little bit. I would slow down. Like the enemy knew right where to hit me, just to get me to stop going, to be confused, to not understand what I was doing. And this go round, because I'm so grounded and I'm so anchored in who I am and what God has said about me and what he's told me to do, it ain't been that easy. In fact, I find that now that I'm putting my hands to do things, God's favor and acceleration is there, and it is blowing my mind, okay? Things that typically don't happen for people are happening. And I'm not saying that to be prideful or boastful, because if I were to boast in anything, I'm boasting in the Lord, right? I'm just doing the work. I'm being obedient. I'm doing what he's telling me to do. And I'm stepping out there, stepping out of my comfort zone, even this, stepping out of my comfort zone and doing what he's telling me to do. And he is just putting his favor, he's putting his glory, he's putting his blessing on it. And now people are starting to get to know me on TikTok. I've grown my TikTok. In 1 week, I went from like 19 followers on TikTok because I never even I didn't even know anything about the platform. I never used TikTok. And so, but the Lord told me, I want you to start focusing on building on Instagram and TikTok, but primarily TikTok, right? And so I'm like, okay. So I went from 19 followers to over 100 in 1 week. I've learned the platform, I've learned the algorithm, how it works, how to engage with it. And typically with TikTok, you need 1,000 followers to be able to go live. You have to get approved to go live. With my 100 followers, I was approved to go live because of just working the system, just working the algorithm, working the TikTok system and doing what I'm supposed to do, and God's favor. And not only that, but because I'm engaging so much more over there, like people are getting to know me and they're reaching out. Hey coach, oh, this is the fashion lady. Oh, this is the identity coach. Oh, we need to reach out. And I'm like, guys, listen, this is such a big deal for me. Because let me tell you something, I'm a very personable person, like in real life. I have no issue speaking. I don't even have issues speaking on a stage, like in front of groups of people. But something about getting on social media used to have me in a chokehold. Okay? Everything, like the rejection, perfectionism, just like all of the things. I would try to put posts together, and then when I go to send the post, freeze up and get fearful. Like when I tell y'all, the fight to just push past myself, right, and get on social media has been strong all these years, literally all the way up until now. And the enemy knew that. And so it was like, because of that, it didn't take much to knock me off my rocker. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. But this time has been different. This time has been different than before. And the Lord said, this time is going to work. This time, step out, cast your net again. Don't stop. Don't stop. I want to encourage you today. I want to empower you today to understand, number one, that you can believe and have confidence in yourself. Because if you have confidence in the Lord and how he created you, then you can have confidence in yourself. That's why I'm confident. Somebody asked me that, like, on social media, like, you seem so confident. And I'm like, I am. Actually, I was coaching another coach. That's what it was. And she was like, you're so confident. And I was thinking to myself, like, she has no idea that this time last year, I would have never been able to do this. My confidence doesn't come from my own abilities or who I am. Yes, I know what I'm capable of. Yes, I know I'm good at what I do. But my confidence comes in the fact that I know what God has said about me. I know what God has said about me. I know who I am because he told me who I am. And I know that what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing because he told me, he has confirmed it, he has proved it, and the fruit is there. So I'm confident. I'm so confident in the Lord that it makes me confident in me. And because I've grown this confidence in myself, and I've made a final decision that I don't care what happens and how it works out, I'm going to follow the Lord. I'm going to do what he tells me to do, right? Now I'm moving, momentum is building, and I'm loving it. And at one point, I used to really, really have a hard time just showing up on social media. And like, it was such a struggle. And now I enjoy it. Now it's fun. Like, I enjoy it, and I enjoy engaging with the people. And so I want you to think about this for yourself, right? I want you to think about all of the things about you that you believe about yourself that may be true, may not be true. When you go to push forward to do the things that God is telling you to do, there's going to be a lot of thoughts and emotions that pop up. And when I say do the thing, because it's so easy. Some people get so caught up in the idea phase. Having a great idea is easy. Some of us, could come up with ideas easy. We could strategize easy. We could figure it out easy. But when it's time to execute and when it's time to be consistent and putting ourselves out there, that's where we hit the brick wall. At least for me, that's how it was. And the problem was not that I couldn't do the thing, but I hadn't become the person. So I guess the better question I want to ask is, who do you need to become to do the thing that God has told you to do? Whoever you need to become is most likely the true identity of who you are. If God has called you to do a thing, then he has already created you to be that person. But do you believe that you are that person? Do you believe that you can do it? Do you have enough confidence in yourself to truly step out and start doing these things? Right? And having that intimate relationship with the Lord, because I'm going to tell you, people will fail you. People, they'll be here one minute, gone the next. People will say nice things sometimes, and sometimes they'll curse you. You can't put all of your trust in the people. Although I am super grateful that God has put a beautiful group of women around me in the community, and we are so loving, encouraging, and motivating. Ain't no competition, ain't no none of that. We just here for everybody, and it is amazing. And so I'm grateful for that. But at the end of the day, what truly made the biggest difference in my walk with the Lord is my intimate relationship with him. To know that he personally tells me whatever he's telling me, and I don't have to rely upon a prophet. I don't have to rely upon an elder, a leader, an apostle. I don't have to rely upon this person, that person, or whatever the case may be, because they can miss it. We all can miss it. I can miss it. But God ain't gonna miss it. He's not a man. He cannot lie. He ain't gonna never. He don't ever miss. He don't ever miss. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about whatever it is that you feel like your assignment is. Are you the person to do the thing? Are you the person first? It's a becoming before you can do it. Are you that person? What are some things that are holding you back? What are some of the ideas or mindsets that pop up when you think about stepping forward, and it's like, oh, but this, and oh, but that, and I need this, and I'm not sure, and da 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 la la la, all of those things. Those are limiting beliefs. Those things right there. And listen, if you really don't know, and you need some clarity on your assignment, and you need some clarity on who you are, I really want to encourage you to join the community. I will be releasing a course soon. I have a program I've taken a few people through, but now I'm going to formally release the program. And I can literally step by step walk you through this process because God has walked me through it. Okay. But yeah, so I just wanted to leave you that little nugget today. I want to encourage you, empower you, motivate you, let you know you are amazing. You are beautiful. Today is beautiful. You are beautiful. And it's going to be an amazing day. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. That's how you get to where God is taking you, right? Don't be discouraged if you've gone through some circumcision where God had to cut back some things. That's exactly what you needed. It's time to fly. It's time to flourish. You got to cut back some of that weight. That's how that worked with the Israelites and Joshua. Before they were going into the promised land, the Lord said, I need everybody to get circumcised. All the men, y'all need to get circumcised before y'all go into this promised land. Okay. So if you're ready to go into that promised land, then you got to understand that's a part of the process, and it's okay. But the biggest thing is that you are the person that will do the thing. We are not going to get right onto the edge of the promised land and be like, oh, it's giants over there. I ain't going over there. I'm going back. Why? Because they were not the people to do the thing, even though God had brought them all the way there, and then they couldn't do it. They hadn't taken that time to do the becoming portion of it all. But you're going to do it. You're going to do it, and you're going to get through it. And I believe in you. I believe in you. Okay. You have an amazing day. I love y'all. Bye.